Hi wrestling fans, thanks for hauling and checking on the dreaded D-Rose report. We're okay. It's just a hump day. WWE went with the same storyline from last week at the SmackDown taping last night, where Vince McMahon wiped away the loss of Drew McIntyre. Anyway, McMahon handpicked Drew McIntyre opponent for this week. It's a local wrestler, and Drew won the match to earn a spot in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. Well, it's about time. Boy, why didn't he? McMahon could have just put him on in there. Unless someone loses their spot, the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania now consists of 9 superstars: Evan Bourne, Christian, Matt Hardy, Kane, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre now. WWE is going to be running a super show in Madison Square Garden on June 19th. Tickets are available now, I think. Yeah, impulseticket.com. WWE has officially added Vladimir Kozlov to the Raw roster. Chris Jericho has been nominated for the Most Mental Athlete Award at the Golden Revolver Medal Awards in Los Angeles on April 8th. Jericho will also be hosting that show that airs on May 22nd on VH1. Never seen it. Tickets go on sale over the weekend for SmackDown taping Charleston, South Carolina on May 4th. Get the tickets at the same place. Dark main event, by the way. After last night's SmackDown went off, we didn't see Edge defeat Chris Jericho by DQ. The USA Vice President of Programming and Research commented on the Monday rating of Raw via his Twitter account. He said, "No much of a Sunday night war." He said Raw trounced TNA by 275% with the total viewership. Also, Impact was much lower than the test Monday, I guess, than in the early January 1st, when they first did it. Former WWE star Kenny Dykstra, or Ken Doane, has made his TNA debut last night before the Impact taping. Doane lost a Homicide in a dark match before the taping, so we won't see him next Tuesday. Monday. And I haven't heard yet whether tomorrow night they're showing a rerun of Monday Impact. I would assume that they are, but I don't know. Former WWE superstar and ECW star brother Runt, Spike Dudley, whatever you want to call him, made his return at last night's taping, by the way. Runt teamed up with Team 3D to take on the Nasty Boys and Jimmy Hart. Main event for next week's Monday night's Impact is going to be Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. Not previously reported is RVD and Jeff Hardy versus Desmond Wolfe and AJ Styles match. So they still don't, for a fact, know it's going to be one-on-one. It should be a good match, as long as it's more than a couple of minutes long. Yeah. Jesse Goddard of CBS Big Brother fame will make his pro wrestling debut for the WXF promotion March 26th. Goddard was sitting ringside at Live's TNA Impact taping on Monday night. F4WOnline.com. Last night's episode has got TNA actually scored a 0.98 cable rating. It rounded up to a 1.0. The show drew 1.4 million viewers and was down 12% in the ratings from last week, and 6.1% in TV viewership compared to last Thursday's Impact. My opinion, the TNA should have stayed on Thursday and just honed in and drew as much as make Thursday night wrestling night. You could have done that. You didn't have to go over. But WWE was down some, but they could have had some, a little bit of draw away from WWE that night. Anyway, Raw was down 7.4% in the ratings and 4.2% in viewership compared to a week ago. Raw drew 5.1 million viewers this week. Spike TV is also saying they expect that the Impact rating to go up when the numbers of the DVR viewing are zoned in on. I'm not sure how they find out about the DVR, except I did a Nielsen survey once, and they had over here, I put on whatever I really watched at that certain time, and in the back of the paper that we filled out, I got $5 for doing that, I think. At the back of the paper, I had anything that I DVR'd, so I'm not sure how long that takes for them to accumulate it, but it did it for 5 weeks. Spike TV is, like I said, saying that the numbers go up on the DVR thing. They believe a significant portion of the audience will watch Impact on their DVR. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I got a little minutes left here. Jeff Hardy and Shannon Moore, they've been added to the roster page. Kenny Dykstra, like I said, did a dark match, and he is exploring the possibilities of working a TNA in TNA or returning to WWE, which goes without saying. And believe it or not, TNA wanted Mick Foley to dye his hair blonde, but Hogan nixed the idea. We can only have one bleached hussy, in the TNA at a time. Color commentator Taz posted this on his tweet accounts, I guess. Anyway, he was talking about the 1.0 cable rating that TNA did. He said, in regards to the rating, a man I respect very much told me once, keep chopping wood, things don't happen overnight. Was it Paul Bunyan or somebody told you that? Alright, I got some odd thing here. I don't know if I have enough time to go through all this. There was an online voting one on Gerwick, and said, which wrestling TV show do you miss the most? Now, they didn't have these in, I don't know why they didn't have them in the most, voted on. 634 people said they miss WCW Nitro. Next in line was ECW Hardcore TV, which is true. ECW on TNN they miss. Next, WWE Heat. And the other one was Velocity and Main Event. Hey, they haven't had any WWE Main Event lately, have they? It's about time. The original plan was for Hulk Hogan, by the way, last Monday to turn heel, but was changed to have Sting turn heel instead. Flair wasn't very happy about it either, having to go through. He went ahead and went through with his match anyway on Monday night, but he didn't want Hogan, I guess, just wasn't happy with Sting turning heel. All right. Not much new on the status of Awesome Kong, by the way. She's still under contract to the company, but wasn't around either for the tapings of last week. She's asked the company, though, for a raise. And she hadn't wrestled for the company for a while. It's kind of hard to get a raise out of a company you're not wrestling for. Come on, Awesome. Of course, if she gets a raise, I think it would be awesome. The controversial Orlando Jordan angle has been recently pushed to the sidelines, but it was because of time constraints. TNA is still planning to proceed and have plans, for him to do whatever he was doing with his buddy. But there's appears to be a strife backstage, though. Although this is kind of Hogan can't deliver ratings versus the idea that Vince Russo can't write good material for him. Al Snow, once again, he was backstage at the Impact tapings, and and there apparently aren't too many people backstage missing Tracy Brooks very much. I guess I better get the phone. I gotta go.